I love that corner, the Green Brigade. I love the energy that comes from that corner. Every away game, and that bounce and that energy and the songs, like that's me. I'd happily be in there, and I will be in there at one point in my life. The kind of like the throb, the songs, the passion for the club. And then I came out second half, and I had my ball boy that I get on really well with. He gives me the ball, tests my gloves. Second half, but we've won the league, but I'm still a big game. Like still got, it's my last ever time at Celtic Park. And then I caught at the corner of my eye. It must have already been up. I didn't even, and I was trying to compute what was going on. Like I really struggled to compute what was going on. I thought, is that me? That's me. These people, then they had a song that they sang. And then I had to flip out. I thought, I'm trying to be professional here, but I've got to appreciate this as the guy we talked about previously. And I did, and I just took it all in. And then I just had to kind of clip myself in the jaw a couple of times, like, right, I've got work to do, I've got a job to do. And then I kind of took myself back into it. But then we had trophy lift and families on the pitch, and that club celebrates properly. Like, in the last 13 years, won 12 leagues, and still every single trophy is celebrated like it's everything. And I love that about the place. So that was a special day, a day that will live with me forever, ever and ever and ever, and everyone involved.
And I love like the emotion it brings up. I love the gratitude you obviously have for it, and this kind of feeling that I think sometimes we assume people in a position you're in, they feel entitled. They're like, of course this is happening to me. You still have that wonderful, almost childlike disbelief that you ended up in that position on that pitch as that guy.
Mad. Scared me a little bit. And I'm not a guy who's scared either. Like I'm not. I always think, you know what, why not? Let's go.
What scared you?
It just scared me. It just made me feel like this is a lot of very good things happening. Not that good things haven't happened to me, but I know I've been there. I've seen how it flows. That was it. That's what scared me. It didn't petrify me. It just made me feel, like I say when I spoke to Woodsy in that warm up. I said I feel uncomfortable. I didn't not like feeling that way because I felt amazing. Like I felt amazing. I was scared, but also feeling great at the same time. So.
Well, that takes you back to that summer when you said that you felt unstoppable.
Yeah.
And then what follows from it is almost a survival instinct to protect yourself from what you think inevitably follows.
Yeah, 100%. And I'll forever be on guard for that.
But I'm also interested that you're the ultimate team man. Everything you've spoken about here is standing behind the captain, being the guy that everyone relies on, and yet you look up and it's an evening with Joe Hart. It's Joe Hart Day. That's not about being a team player now. That's about you and the focus on you. And I'm interested that it feels almost it's uncomfortable. How did you reconcile that?
I give myself a slap. So get over yourself. Some amazing people are doing some amazing things for you. Show some damn gratitude.
And did that incredible finish put into perspective some of the more challenging years you had before that?
No, because that was the moment I was in. I didn't do those moments for that.
There's no sense of proving people wrong.
Prove who wrong?
Anyone that didn't believe in you in those hard times, no.
The right people that I needed that mean everything to me believed in me as a person and will continue to. So I'm not out here. Do you know what? I've loved thinking. I've loved proving people right. I've loved proving people right.
And when you look back on the end of your career, I wrote a note to myself that, because you've used this phrase a few times, are you going to miss the football business or are you going to miss the business of football more?
I was often asked how I was feeling over the last couple of months. And I didn't and still don't feel anything because I'm still in goal. I'm still thinking about being a goalkeeper. So I'm probably going to have that conversation with you another time because I don't know what I'm going to miss. Because at the moment I don't miss anything because I still feel it. So I honestly can't answer the question.
Huel has been a staple of my diet for some time, and I'm currently loving these Huel Daily A to Z vitamins. Tastes great, refreshing. Each can has 26 vitamins and minerals, offering 154 science-backed health benefits: reduced tiredness and fatigue, normal cognitive function, healthy skin, hair and nails, and vitamin D for immunity. This is a vitamin drink that offers everything you could need it to. So what are you waiting for? Grab it right now in Tesco stores nationwide or at Huel.com and let me know what you think.
The reason I make a distinction between it is that you've, like, when you speak about being in the dressing room, being on the field, and being in the football business, you very palpably light up. When you speak around the business of football, there's almost like a coldness to you of, that's how it is, I have to move on. That's how and
I really believe that though. And I really believe that you don't get the highs and you don't get the tifos and you don't get that without it being that business. It's that business for a reason, and it's hard to do well in it for that reason. So I don't feel any coldness towards it. Like, this isn't a game. This isn't something that you sign up for and you pay your subs. It's a business. It's a huge business with a lot at stake, a lot of money at stake, a lot of businesses at stake. So I think you have to respect that, and I really do. But I think the reason that I probably go cold is because that requires a cold attitude.
sure.
Because if you get emotional to it, you're done.
Yeah. But I'm interested in that you've seemed to have protected brilliantly well that kid from Shrewsbury that just loved jumping around in football. You mentioned the example of Jamie saying, I was playing goal, so you just did it. How did you protect that kid that just, you played football because you loved it, from that hard, cold business?
Because I never wanted anything from the business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I obviously took, and there were moments, in contract negotiations, I was fully aware of what I felt I was worth, but I didn't want anything from it. If you would have asked me when I was 10, 12, what I wanted, I would have told you probably about the weekend fixture that I'm looking forward to. I never made statements. I didn't look at England players and think I want to be one of them. I thought, Buzz in England are playing, I'll watch that. Or when I watched David Seaman and Pete Schmeichel growing up, I didn't think I wanted to be them. I just thought, look at them. I just loved them for what they were. So I didn't want anything from the game. So I don't feel I had to protect myself because I wasn't being stopped from doing anything I wanted to do. I was always able to play football, always, sometimes in front of stadiums or sometimes behind closed doors, but I was never stopped from playing football.
Before we move on to our quickfire questions, I think the final thing is how you feel having been given this opportunity, riding on the team bus to Shrewsbury at 15, playing in the Premier League at an incredibly young age, representing your country, playing against some of the greatest footballers the world's ever seen, winning pretty much every domestic title you could have ever lifted. How you reflect on the whole journey?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Lived it. Done.